Well, 3 of the top 5 buys at the WPL auction was done by a woman in yellow and by her team, Jinisha Sharma, who is with me. She's not an Australian, but an authentic Indian who heads the UP Warriorz team. She owns it. And Jinisha, firstly, tell me, about your top buy, Deepti Sharma. There was a point that you almost got her for 50 lakh rupees. Then Delhi Capitals spiked up the price. What was really going on at that point?
I mean, yeah, we knew that it's not going to be as easy as getting over 50 lakhs. But we were also sure that we wanted her back on our side. So at whatever that price would have been, we would have liked her back in the team. So we were very sure of what we were doing at that point.
And where was this thought of, how did this thought come about that we will leave her, we will not, kind of retain her, but get her back at the auction, even if it may be through a higher price?
Look, the idea was that we wanted to ensure that we walk in with as much money in the purse as possible, right? So when you're talking about a rebuild, and the only reason why we've been able to build that squad today is because we took that call. The coaching staff and the support staff are very clear that this decision makes sense to be able to go into the auction with as much capital as possible. And then they still felt confident that even if we take this step, we will still be able to bring her in. So, I think, and it played out exactly as we had planned.
And we can expect her to captain the side this season?
I think there's a very strong side right now, and the coach has his work cut out to figure how he wants to plan for that. But I think it's too early. I think we're still just happy from what's happened today, and we'll take one day at a time to make these decisions.
Okay, Jinisha, the best bargain buy for you?
The best bargain buy.
So you have Litchfield at one point.
I think Sophie. Yeah, I would say Sophie. Sophie is, according to me, the best bargain buy. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And what about the buys of Shikha and Litchfield? Because we just were gobsmacked by the way the price just went up and up and up.
Shikha has incredible experience, and we've seen what she's done in the last few years, especially with Delhi Capitals. So I'm not very surprised that she went for that much. I think what she brings to the table and her experience, I think she's well deserving of that.
Mm-hmm. And, one of the other buys that was really talked about, I was sitting in the press room and everyone was like, how did this happen? When Pratika Rawal was snapped up for 50 lakh rupees, we know that she's out for the season. So what was the thought behind that?
I think that was a decision that we took knowing that she would add value in the future, and we wanted to secure her right now, because we really believe that she'll add a lot when she's back playing, which will be probably the next year. So yeah, I think we're very excited about that. And if not us, I'm very sure somebody else would have gone for. I think everybody was not fussed about the fact that she's injured right now.
Mm-hmm. And the biggest surprise for you overall in this auction?
The biggest surprise for me in this auction, I don't know if I think Lauren Bell. Lauren Bell was a pleasant surprise, right? Like, we were excited to see that. We loved having her in season 1 with us. She is an incredible teammate to have, and I'm very excited that she's going to be playing again in this season.
And I was surprised to see that you let Alana King go.
Yeah, honestly, it was just about the combination, right? Again, we had to think the coaching staff was so focused on, we know what we're here to do, that's the combination we want to go after. And yes, there were many times that they were tempted on that table, but they stuck to what was decided before, and I think that's why we've had a very successful auction.
And, when you look at also the other teams and how the auction dynamics went, leaving out Alyssa Healy, what was your reaction to that?
Yeah, obviously you don't expect something like that to happen.
She's not going to play the 4th season.
Yeah, it's not something that we were expecting. Again, I think wasn't something that was going to work for our combination this year. But yeah, surprised that she wasn't sort of part of any of the other teams.
You've been sitting on the auction table from year one. How has the year four turned out to be different?
Look, I think after an auction, you always feel pretty good, and you just have to wait and see how it all plays out during the season, right? I think no one knows how that's going to go, but I think overall, lots of learnings the last 3 years. We've taken that into this, and we're all very excited to see how Abhishek kind of brings it all together.
Also, would you say that the buzz around women's cricket is at an all-time high, particularly after Indian cricket team's win of the World Cup?
I don't think there's any doubt about that right now. And we're seeing that even in the way that conversations have started to shift, whether it's in the media, whether it's, from the partners. Everybody's suddenly starting to take this a little bit more seriously, which is great. And I think it's a very, very well-deserved moment, long time coming. So we're excited to see how that kind of fuels the growth even more in the fandom.
Well, as a WPL team owner, when you were watching the girls win the World Cup, the moment, what were you thinking? What was going through your mind?
I was at the game. I was in the stadium watching the match, and honestly, it was surreal. Firstly, I think Mumbai as a city really, really shows up, and you could see how for all the India matches, how the people there showed up. I was there for the semi-finals as well. It was incredible, but just that moment, I think in the end when they did win, it was just like, whoa, like this moment has finally come. And we were all really, really thrilled. Very emotional for sure.
For the league itself, would you say that it is time to go beyond 5 teams and have a larger pool of players to play in this format?
Yeah, I mean, I think we're getting close to that. Maybe another season, and we'll definitely be at that point where another team can. I mean, you're seeing a lot of interesting names, right, go unsold. Just again, they're not fitting into the current 5 teams. So that in itself is a sign that more teams are needed.
And your suggestion about the price pause, 15 crore rupees, is it enough, or is it too little to buy the quality players that you have?
No, I think for now it's good. I mean, like I said, as the league grows and as the teams grow, then we can definitely look at increasing the purse size, as we've seen in other leagues as well, right? Like as the team sizes grow, right? Right now you're looking at a squad at most of 18, which is good enough for the current workload as well. But as you have more teams, yes, you should definitely look at a higher purse as well.
Also, Jinisha, one of your efforts has been to constantly help the girls get that opportunity, the first opportunity to come and experience this sport. Tell us, how have you gone to different areas in UP and have made that possible in the last few years?
I think, we talk a lot about fandom in sport, and something that's being missed out is on the female fandom, something that WPL can bridge the gap for. So that is a very important experience that we want to include. And so at a school level, at a college level, at a corporate level, we're going out there to schedule different types of games, matches, match experiences. We just hosted one auction watch party today in Lucknow, again with the intention that we want women to start associating with this sport even more so now that there are WPL teams to support. And, we're looking at all age groups. So the school level programs are incredible to get them to experience that and get them excited about the sport and make them hopefully long-term fans of the team as well.
While you're working on increasing the number of fans, what about the actual talent pool, getting more girls to play? Has there been a shift in that?
I would say that there's, from season 1 until now, you're starting to see that, when we're hosting trials, when we're hosting camps, you can see that like the pool has started to increase. And so we're very excited to see how a lot of this will also translate for India, right? Like I think what was being discussed today at the WPL auction as well is that there's some role that WPL has played in supporting India to get here and win the cup. So I think that's already a sign there.
Jinisha, your team has always come up with new and unique ideas of promoting the sport. One of them was having Navya as a brand ambassador. The season is about a month away. What are the unique things that UP Warriorz is going to bring about this time around?
You can definitely expect some really good storytelling. Again, we're working with Zakir Khan, who is one of the most renowned comedians and storytellers in India, and he is such a fan of the sport. He loves cricket, and we're very excited. So we're working with him, but we also have some very exciting stuff coming with a team from UP. So we love a lot of the representation that we can bring from there, and our jersey this year will be very, very special, and we're working on something exciting in terms of a partnership with a brand on that as well. So lots to see soon.
Well, thank you very much for the chat. And, one woman in yellow didn't get a team tonight, but one woman in yellow is surely the winner of the auction today. Thank you very much.
Thank you.